Do you have a favorite book that you like to read again and again? Or maybe you have a movie that's your favorite. You rewatch it every year. No matter how many times you've experienced that story before, you keep going back to it. Even though you know all of the characters and events, you know exactly how the story is going to progress, you know whole scenes, you might be able to quote whole lines, you even know how the story is going to end, and yet somehow there's something about that story that keeps drawing you in. Sure, the first time we experience a story, we don't want to know how it ends. We don't want to know that, spoiler alert, Gollum destroys the ring on Mount Doom, or spoiler alert, there are 3 Spider-Men in one movie. But once we've experienced the story a few times, we don't mind. We don't mind knowing the whole story from beginning to end. And every time we experience it, we learn something new. We learn something new about our own story and our own life. I think Holy Week is like that. Yes, we know this whole story of the last week of Jesus' life. We've heard it many, many times. We know all the characters in this story, from Judas, who betrayed Jesus, and Peter, who denied him, Pontius Pilate, who condemned him to death, Barabbas, who was released. We know the centurion who confessed him to be the Son of God. We know Simon of Cyrene, who helped him carry the cross, the woman of Jerusalem who wept for him, the dying thief that stole heaven at the very end. We know exactly how this story is going to progress, from the triumph of Palm Sunday to the beautiful love story of the Last Supper to the heartbreak of the Crucifixion. We even know how this story is going to end. Spoiler alert, Jesus is going to rise from the dead. And yet we still don't mind reliving this greatest story ever told again and again in our life, because we realize it's our story too. Yes, every Palm Sunday we wave a palm branch, and it's so exciting. Children, do you have a good time greeting Jesus today? That was fun. Holy Thursday, we wash the feet once more, and every time we're moved by that act of humble service. On Good Friday, we come up and we venerate the cross, we kiss it or we bow, but maybe this year we have a new cross in our life that makes that all the more meaningful. Every Easter vigil we watch as the light of the Easter candle comes into the dark church, but maybe this year we need just a little bit more light in our life. And so even if you've experienced this story many times in your life, come and experience it again. Relive the story. Come to our Good Friday, our Holy Thursday Mass of the Lord's Supper at 7 p.m. on Thursday, and the veneration of the cross again on 7 p.m. on Good Friday. Come to the Easter Vigil. We have 5 baptisms, 6 people being received into the church. It's such a joyful occasion. 8 p.m. Saturday night. Come to Easter Sunday Mass next week. Come next year too, but come next week. And if you've never experienced those liturgies, do yourself a favor and come if you can. Because no matter how many times we experience this story, we learn something new. We grow just a little bit. You know, the Christian life, it's a little bit like a spiral staircase. Every year we go around in the cycle. We relive the whole story of Jesus, from his birth, his life, his death, his resurrection. But as we do so, every year, hopefully, we're going a little bit deeper into the mystery. We're climbing just a little bit higher towards God and our final destination. And so in life, sometimes it might seem like we're going around in circles, but actually we're making progress. We're getting a little bit closer to the end of the story. We begin to see over and over again, that's our story: life, death, and resurrection. Yes, I've read Moby Dick 100 times. I know just how it ends. The whale kills them all except for one. Yes, I've watched Star Wars 100 times. I know that Luke Skywalker is going to blow up the Death Star, but I cheer and I cry every time. Yes, I know just how Holy Week is going to end. Not with death, but with resurrection. But I'm still going to relive that story again, because I just can't wait for the ending.